Hello, everyone, and welcome to Women Against Gun Violence Short Takes, in and out in 15 minutes. I'm Jode Mann, your host for today. We have Lorraine Morland joining us. She's a gun violence survivor and a member of our Speakers Bureau. Hi, Lorraine. It's nice to see you.
Hi, Jody. How you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. I know your story, but a lot of our viewers don't, and I wonder if you could share them with us.
Absolutely. I am a mother that lost two sons to gun violence on the streets of Los Angeles. My first experience was in 2001, where I was talking to my son on Thursday, and I'm always peaceful because if they say something to me or something they don't like or something like that, I've always taught to make amends to my children and be kind and nice to them on the phone anyway, anybody. And this particular evening, my son called me on Thursday at 7:30, and we had a nice conversation. Hung the phone up. It was peaceful, but it could have been otherwise. But Friday came, and my family members called me and told me that he had got shot, and I need to get to the hospital. They said, and I was getting ready to go, rushing, and my niece called me and said, "Auntie, he didn't make it." At that moment, I was just numb. I couldn't believe the call. I mean, who would want to call like that?
And nobody expects a call like that.
No one. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I was overwhelmed. My whole system changed on me. Didn't know what to do. I never thought it would happen to me. And I thought I was the only one going through that.
The isolation must have been overwhelming.
It was very bad. It took me out. It was like my body had no motion, no feelings, no nothing. It's really hard to describe, but I was like numb for a long, long time.
And that what changed? What helped you get out of your solitude and your numbness?
Well, I got a call from Women Against Gun Violence, and they talked with me and they wanted to take me out to lunch, and we met. And the young girl said, "Well, you know what? You can be a voice for others that's going through this." And I didn't understand what she was talking about at first because I thought I was the only one going through it, and it kind of woke me up that I wouldn't want anyone to go through anything like this. So that was a good thing for me to be able to be of service because I'm like a mother hen anyway. So if I can help someone else ease this pain because the pain is overbearing. When you're carried your baby 9 months, nourish your baby in your stomach, and you're a happy mother, and then something like this happens to your child, it's hard to bear. And it still is today. I have other children I had to be there for as well. I've always tried to show them to be strong in life. And in a period of time, they had to see me be weak. I had to get back to grips with myself because I had to be there for them as well.
How did they respond to you going from victim to activist?
Well, they was very happy for me. They said, "Wow, Mom, you're a strong woman." My children has talked to other people that knew me and saw me do different things, and they would share it with my daughters. I didn't even know they knew. And that gave them courage too, because they was in pain too, losing their brothers. You know, their brothers was supposed to be their protectors.
You said you lost two sons. You only spoke of one. Would you mind
Yeah,
mentioning?
in 2007, I lost another son. It was very devastating, but I was more stronger then. I wasn't as weak as the first one. I was like a fighter for this one because I went through the emotions and being an advocate and learning so much about gun violence. And I didn't even know nothing about the magazine. I didn't know anything about that kind of part of a gun or anything. I'd never been involved with guns and stuff like that, but I learned a lot. So I was able to share a lot, and people was able to listen to me because they saw that I had a lot of knowledge about guns and the safety of guns. So it's a process. It's a process, especially when you lose a child or two. When we're advocate, we want to learn the best words to tell someone because there's nothing to play around when people are in pain. And they'll know right away if you could lift them out of their pain. And it's so important because some don't come out and some don't have a voice anymore.
Lorraine, you said you've become more of an activist, and there's a lot of action and activism going on in gun legislation. And I know it's a long, long process. And I wonder how you tolerate and have the patience for the amount of time it takes to see any movement in our government.
Well, I remember speaking at the Los Angeles City Council about gun safety, and it passed. And I was so happy to know that I could be an advocate, I could be a speaker for something that's so important to our world.
When you speak of gun safety instead of getting rid of guns, I think it's admirable. And I wonder if you can speak to that for a moment.
I hear on the news all the time about a little kid getting shot inside the house, accidentally playing with a gun, found a gun. I don't know. But I think about the situation I've been taught to tell other people in booklets I have read about gun safety. And if you just had a gun that was safe, locked up somewhere, I think even better the gun safety lock that goes on a gun. And then kids won't be able to just fire the gun. I think it's so important. We're not going to get rid of guns. That's out the question because I just noticed on the news the other day they're making their own guns. But still, there is a trigger on there that can be saved with safety. And they need to know that because the kids should not have to be able to make an accident so devastating in your home because of adults negligent from not being able to keep a gun safe in the house when you have a lot of kids running around the house trying to see and find things. Once you leave the house, kids are looking everywhere. Trust me, they want to find something. And most of the time, that's what they find. And then seeing it on TV a lot, they want to play with it, but it's not a toy. It's a dangerous toy that needs to be locked up and safe in the home.
Yes. When you see a piece of gun legislation pass, like when you spoke to City Council about gun safety, I imagine there's some sort of a celebration for you, and also is it some sort of a memorial to your children?
Absolutely. Hard work and determination makes it happen. And when it happens, I'm very happy. It didn't go to waste. If you don't stand for something, everybody will fall by a gunshot.
Right. Is that the part of your advocacy that you're the most proud of?
Well, I'm very proud that Women Against the Gun Violence opened their arms for me. You know, a lot of people think, well, there's nowhere to go. Oh, these people just want money or they just want that. Well, you see, I'm here today because of open arms that cared about me and gave me love and dignity when a situation that occurred twice in my life could have took me out. And I'm here to be able to embrace some other mother, family with a hug and a kiss and open my arms to them as well. Because we're all in this together. It just happened to me. It happened to so many other families. You have sisters and brothers have to deal with it too. Not just the mother, the father, the sisters and brothers, a whole army of people.
Do you have any advice for new survivors that are just entering into this, as you said, long, long journey?
What I would say to them is to get help. Get someone you can trust and you can talk to. Someone that will understand your situation. Someone that will embrace you and give you the strength to continue to go on. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't ever stop believing in yourself no matter what. Hold on to the fact that you was a loving parent, that you loved your child, and you gave your child life. And it's so important that you know that.
Lorraine, This has been an extraordinary time right now with you, and I so appreciate you sharing your story. I know that there was a song that you sang to your kids when they were little, and I wonder if you'd be kind enough to sing it to us now.
Sure. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine all over the world.
Lorraine, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And that's it for Women Against Gun Violence Short Takes, from start to finish in 15 minutes. If you want more information, go to wagv.org.